Hey. Hi, everyone. This is Rodney. I and I'm sure that you are should be or by now be familiar with my handsome face and know a little bit more about my story. As you all know, I come from a very tiny little island in the South Pacific with my family back in 1997. And we have come here to the United States to have a better life. Why did we come over here? We have come to look for work because back home we had no natural resources where we can find employment. So most of us at home go overseas to look for work. And oftentimes we leave our families behind. My parents did the same when they first moved to the United States. They left behind three of my siblings who were at school age. They had lived overseas for more than 20 years until they returned back. And, fortunately, no traumatic or dramatic events happen during the time, but as parents, it's very difficult to part from our families, our loved ones, our children, especially for a long time. But anyways, so that's a little bit about my story and a little bit about my why I need to resolve a lot of problems. I had to play catching up on some income goals to make sure I take care of my family. I take care of a lot of bills that are falling behind. And a lot of that is why the reason why I have chosen to go to be an entrepreneur. So I am sure we are all parents, and I'm sure we have our individual goals here, and hopefully within our journey, we can help each other build this healthy and wealthy community together. Okay, without further ado, here is my presentation. It's also fitting, I believe, beginning of the year to set some goals. Okay, so topic for today is goal setting. Okay, let's talk about it. Now, when we talk about when we talk about goals, usually it stems from dreams. Okay, so dreams, for instance, you wake up in the morning and you think of some of the nice environments and situations that you would like to be, but often because dreams have no foundation, it didn't come from a structured or beginning or it didn't come from well thought process. It's cloudy, right? It's cloudy. A dream is cloudy until you set goals. Okay, so that's the difference. They say that the dream is based on luck, okay, so on some future outcome, whereas goals are more future actions. Okay, so that's the difference. With goals, they're based on actionable tasks. All right. And then you have milestones. What are milestones? It's kind of a checkpoint. Okay. So in the process of achieving your goal, you hit a milestone. And at that point, you check if you have made any progress, and if so, what do you need to do? Do you need to improve it? Do you need to just move forward? You need to escalate, all right? So this dreams, goals, and milestones. Right? Very important to know the distinctions between the three critical items of goal setting. All right, moving on. Do we need set goals? Yes, yes, and yes. Why? Because statistically, it's been proven that those who have made goals in their lives have become more successful, especially those who have written goals. So you have to make to set goals for yourselves. It has to be written to be more effective. All right, I guess that is straightforward. Now, it helps us to understand more fully the process of setting goals when we talk about the acronym of SMARTER, okay? Because this is to help us identify the different components of setting goals, setting effective goals, okay? So let's use the acronym of SMARTER, and let's start with S, okay? Your goal has to be specific, all right? For instance, if I say I have a goal to lose weight, that is vague, unless you say I have a goal to lose 50 pounds. It's more specific. Why? Because you put a measure into it, okay? You specify what you want to do, okay? Moving on, the letter M, measurable, okay? You must have a unit of measurements to be able to measure your goal, all right? So to measure your goal, then that's why you say pounds, the number of pounds, okay? I will lose 50 pounds by the end of this month, okay? Unless you put down the measurement, there's no way that you can gauge whether you have achieved your goal or not, because otherwise you don't have weight, a weighing scale, then how would you know if you have lost weight? All right, moving on to A. The letter A is actionable. All right, you must have a set of actions in order to achieve your goals. All right, so for instance, to lose weight, I have to visit the gym 3 days a week for 2 hours on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, okay? Those are actions, though I know specifically what day I will take a certain action. You put that on my calendar, then it becomes a guide for me to follow, all right? That's very helpful to write them down in some actionable tests, all right? Moving on to R, realistic. It has to be relatable to your life. You must have realistic goal, okay? Differentiate a goal from a dream, okay? Think about it, your goals in a logical manner, logical and achievable, all right? Achievable and realistic set of targets, okay? So for instance, I want to decrease my degree of body fat by 10%, okay? My current percentage of body fat is 20%, all right? So it has to be realistic, but relatable to your life. I hope you get that. And moving on to T, must be time bound. You have to have a time limit, set a guideline. Otherwise, you will never get to your goals. You have to set a timeline. By the end of, let's say, every month, if you're want to check your weight, all right, every month you have to put a step on the scale and find out, right? Because without a timeline, you wouldn't have any guidance as to when you wish to reach your goal, right? Moving on to evaluate, you have to have an assessment of the progress of what has been made. Okay, what progress you've made, and then from there, this only way you can correct and make changes, make adjustments if you need to. Is when you make a decision to either improve or take a break. Whatever corrective actions make, it's that stage of step of goal setting. That is when you sit down and relax and say, "Oh, it's about time I look at myself. I've now lost so many pounds. What do I do next?" Right? Finally, you reward yourself. Okay, as soon as you hit critical points, you milestones, you reward yourself. You have to celebrate. Okay, celebrate your achievement, because why? Very important that you have a self to enjoy and be satisfied. All right. By rewarding yourself, it becomes a reminder. It makes you feel good about your achievement. It motivates you to do better or continue. And also, your self-esteem would have increased by it. All right. If you're good about yourself, and guess what? You want to do more. All right. I guess that's it for now, for this presentation. And we can only conclude by this. This is your homework. Okay. Start writing your goals. Right. You must have written goals. This is a perfect time, beginning of the year, to put down realistic goals, step by step, what kinds of actions you need to do, take measurements periodically, and then evaluate. In the end, celebrate. Okay, so that is your homework. You feel free to post the goals in the groups so everyone can see what you're doing and then interact and encourage each other. Again, I have a gift to you. I told you that I will have a gift for you. I will post the link either above or below this video. And it's called Millionaire Shortcut, right? Find out for yourself. It's a free gift for you. Please take time, because it's going to help your journey with this group, within this group. If you have any further questions, feel free to PM myself, and then I'll get back to you. All right. God bless, and see you in the next video. Thank you.